They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. The kick is on its way. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Smith. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Makes the grab, it's Howard. Turning it on! And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Smith. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Washington. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. He breaks the tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Drops back on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Allen. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you've got to do something to create separation.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And we're even here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Makes the catch. It's Howard. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fighting off the defender. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Left side is Fleming. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dropping back, it's Washington. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeps it. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right at the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Raymond. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, going to throw it. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Raymond. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cantell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
On the return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Hits inside. It's Raymond. He's past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Duff. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Coming out with it, it's Manning. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
The run inside. It's Raymond. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And
looking for a huge play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And they'll just down it right there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield. It's Washington. That one just came off his hand badly. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. There's not enough on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Durr. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Webb. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Drops back on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Webb. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Finds his tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Earlier trailing in the game, someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need.
Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Swats it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
Got room on the return. Powers through. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? He wants it all. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fitted in the window for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
2nd down, going to throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick give. It's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got it on the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Trying to make one miss. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of this drive. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first. That's caught. It's Raymond. Turning it on!
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Running inside. It's Raymond. They were all over it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out, and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's up to 86 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time.
And he's in! Touchdown, Rutgers! They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. He'll set up to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Deep in the end zone, it's Manning. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to the well. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Washington. Left side, it's Danzy. Made a defender miss. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Keeps it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tough run here, it's Williams. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide left, it's Howard. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Maryland! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Black. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Scarlet Knights right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A great catch and run for 6.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Wide open spaces. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Terrapins! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Touchdown, Maryland! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Out wide right, it's Allen. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gonna look downfield again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And it'll be down right there. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just barely got rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Powers through the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half, but at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. You're right, David. Night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.